Hello, my name is Craig Thompson Wood. I am back for the Duel of Ages 2 Triad 25 campaign. Sorry, I had to think about that, make sure I'm getting it right. And I am excited for this. And I'm apologizing now for the not having got it out last week because I did want to, but it was just, I had some personal things going on and it just didn't happen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and make it up this week, try and get two out. So it is currently Mondays, March 16th. 17th, 16th, anyway, 16th, I think. Anyway, it's the Monday, and I'm going to, film it tonight and edit it tomorrow, so that way I'll get it out nice and early, and then that way later in the week, give it some time to make sure that there was no mistakes made, and then later in the week I'll do a second one, and then after that I'm going to look to get onto a proper schedule, so I'll film them on a certain day and have them out by a certain day, and that way it'll be something that you can look forward to. If you're watching this and enjoying it, then you know, okay, it is this day of the week, so I can expect a new Duel of Ages video, Duel of Ages 2 Triad 25 campaign. There, I got it. All right, so let's get on with it. So let's just have a look at the card indicating what the rules are. So we're going into the free action phase. And in the free action phase, I don't think that there's anything that's going to be done because nobody has anything to do. Usually on Team White, it was Dr. Panopoulos with his all his free action abilities, but he's already used his once per game ability. And he has no more cards to hand out. So and there's no characters in his space because he's in a dome. So he can't do any of his abilities right now. So we're going to just jump straight into the fire phase. So in the fire phase, again, looking on the board, I hadn't actually thought about this up front, but there's only one Team White. Oh, there's two Team White members who are not in domes, and that is Benedict Arnold and Leah Vestry, number 1. So those two, though, are otherwise occupied, and they have nothing to do, and not that they even have guns or anything to fire, if they could. And so we move on to the movement phase. So with movement, I'm going to go in order of respect because I don't think it makes any difference really. And so we're going to go as we've been doing with Dr. Panopoulos, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he only has 5 movements. So he's stuck outside the gate there. And then we'll go to Ace Cannon. Ace Cannon is all the way up here. He was chasing down, who actually did not chasing down, he did attack Christina Karlsdottir last turn and unsuccessful. They both came out unscathed from the encounter. And so he is, now Christina Karlsdottir has put that down now, so the colonial people are getting +1 to hit. So in the White team, you have 2 colonials. You have Sheridan and Benedict Arnold. So do they want to move faster? They want +1 in adventuring. Sheridan's kind of tooled up for combat with his tomahawk, and Benedict Arnold has a camel. Not that it helps him. But I can always go in there and try and take out that thing. I know I said I planned this all out, but yeah. So I think I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm just going to try to bring that up 1 step for Team Black so they're not getting +1 to hit, because they have some very effective fighters on the colonial team. Karina Karlsdottir is no slouch in combat, but you also have then Diaz Elgato, the swordsman, the blade master, and Bill Hickok, the gunslinger. So we already know, Team White already knows that Bill Hickok has a compression rifle. I shot Leah Vestry with it, so it's not something that they want to be messing with. So he's going to go and try and pull that back and take away that advantage. So then we go on to Sheridan. Now Sheridan is in a bit of a predicament here because he's right here. So he's down here, and he's got Karlsdottir, Christina Karlsdottir, Melina Arabato there. He was thinking to kind of threaten the Ulfs here who are breaking into the base, but there's also the matter of Bill Hickok. But let me know in the comments if I'm getting this wrong. But he would be able to see him if he came, like, say, here, because this doesn't block, and he's seeing 2 over this one, so he's going to be able to see him if he comes out there. So what he's going to do, he's going to come around this way and just stop there, hugging the mesa and getting ready to make a move on there. Now, actually, now I say that, he's got 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he'd be up there, but it's even be more to get in there. That is what it is, right? Once he's there, then he will be blocked by the thing. So, yeah, he's going to stay there, so there's no op fire opportunity on him there. And then Benedict Arnold. Now, I've been kind of puzzling as to what to do with Benedict Arnold here. And what I think we're going to do is we're just going to go for the guaranteed point on the base and just bust this gate open. He's going to discard his camel to just crack open the low gate there. And Robin Hood. Robin Hood is up here near Ace Cannon. So he's going to go in with Ace. He has 6 movement, and he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's just over here. So he's approaching the Colonial Labyrinth. And then Leah Vestry number 1 is where she wants to be. Remember last time when she got in the maze, and then the thing said that she was able to just stay in the spot. She did not have to move. And speaking of having amazed, Benedict Arnold, we're using that as his traitorous token. So if there's 3 traitorous tokens on him, he will turn to the other side. 4 markers. No, not 3. So if he has 4, he's got to switch sides. So he has 1 of 4 right now. And we'll see how that goes. And then Leah Vestry number 2 is over here. And Elgato's kind of waiting for her there, because if she only has well, not only, she has 7 movement. And so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, she makes it in. I think I'm counting that properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh. Okay. I was thinking she wouldn't make it. That's why I put Elgato there to jump on her. She was hanging around. Anyway, be that as it may. So that's Leah Vestry number 2. And now we're just left with Reaver Mark 7. And Reaver Mark 7 has a singular purpose in mind, with his 5, 6 movement now, because we have +1 movement on all future characters on the white team. And so he's moving 6. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is no doubt in anybody's mind where he's going and what his plans are. He is set to kill. He's after Bill Hickok here. So let's see what Bill has to say about that as we go right into the op fire phase. And with the op fire phase, Bill Hickok is going to take advantage of that one and only shot that he has, and that's going to be against Reaver Mark 7. So Reaver Mark 7. So it's the point of Bill Hickok versus the aim, versus the stealth of Reaver Mark 7. So Bill Hickok has a point of 9 versus the 1 stealth of Reaver Mark 7. It is the worst possible, or the best, I guess, depending on which one you look at it. But the spread on this one is huge. So it's attacker is better by 8. Well, actually, it's still attacker better by 9 because of the Colonial Labyrinth giving Bill Hickok +1 to hit. So it's attacker better by 9, and that is a hit, unsurprisingly. And remember, I'm always shuffling the cards before every game. Back in the cards we used for the last challenges are going to be reshuffled in every game, just to give always those chances of those funky cards coming back into play. So that is the compression rifle's a hit. So the power of the compression rifle is 9 versus the armor of Reaver Mark 7, which is a 7. So this is where it's going to be a little tougher to do anything. So it is an attacker better by 2, and an attacker better by 2, it is +0. So he's done a big 1 point of damage to Reaver Mark 7. This is where Reaver Mark 7 really wasn't that worried. I mean, it is 1 damage. So he has 7. Plus, when Reaver Mark 7 gets below 3 health, for a free action, will gain 1 health back. So, Reaver Mark 7 is, yeah, quite literally a tank. And that is it for the movement. That is it for the op fire. Go on to the melee, and there is none. So we go on to adventuring. So adventuring. Panopolis is going to adventure at the High Gate. He has a 7 respect versus a 7 respect challenge at the High Gate. He's done it once. Can he do it again? Attacker better by 0. Oh, he did not. So he is stuck outside there. Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, maybe I should have just shot at Panopolis. He's a pain. So from there, he could see through there. Panopolis would just get a +2. Panopolis, so that would have been interesting. So Panopolis has a 5. That'd be attacker better by 5 with a +1. That would still have been maybe advisable because Panopolis only has 3 health. Anyway, that is done. So Panopolis is stuck anyway, so he can't do anything. Which gives Bill Hickok a chance to fire at him in the his fire phase. Interesting. Because from where he sits now, Bill Hickok can no longer see Reaver Mark 7, nor can he see Sheridan. So he shot at Reaver Mark 7 when he was making the run across here in the open. And so then we go on to Ace Cannon. Ace Cannon is in the Colonial Labyrinth. And in the Colonial Labyrinth, we'll draw a card. And it is Chess with a Duke of Travoli. And he brags better than he plays. So, as you see, it's only a 2 intelligence challenge. And with those symbols up there, Ace Cannon, looking at his card, he matches none of the challenges, the icons. He does not match the age. And he only has a 4 intelligence. So is he smart enough to beat a incompetent playing Duke? And he gets what's the attacker better by 2, and he is a maze. I guess chess. He's a well-rounded athlete. He likes his chess as well. That's an amaze. That is a token for Benedict Arnold. So Benedict Arnold's halfway there now. So he amazed that. So let's just look at the card again. So the token gets pulled up. So the Colonials are no longer getting +1 to hit. They're still getting the Labyrinth point, but they're no longer getting +1 to hit. So he gets 1 card. So he is he's a simple guy. He'll take a common card. And he gets a Frog Toxin. Used with natural melee, so he's going to coat it on his fists, I guess, but he's not smart enough. It takes a 5 intelligence to use it. If ownership causes damage with a melee card, the target also suffers 2 poison damage. Cannot be used with a character's natural melee attack. Cannot be used. Does not affect bots or machines. So yeah, obviously not going to affect Reaver Mark 7. But this kind of thing, if you have stealth, you can use it with natural melee. Right, that's what that means. And he does not have the stealth symbol. So that means maybe he can give it to Sheridan. And Sheridan can stick some Frog Toxin on his tomahawk. That'd be cool. All right, what else does it say? Let me read the text here. The Duke offers you 5,000 konars in silver to become his chess tutor. And it has the respect of 7. Sorry, not respect. I mean the honor of 7. And unfortunately, Ace Cannon only has an honor of 4. Only an honor of 4. So he does not get anything for that part there. And then he's dismissed. So, overall, not a great amaze as far as amazes go. I mean, it's just you got 1 card out of it, which is generally what you get anyway. And that got... there was the additional cost of giving that token to Benedict Arnold. So he is dismissed, and he goes to a green dome. Up there. Yeah, just make a run for it across. You know what? I think that... I don't know how Leah Vestry is going to do. You know what? I think we're just going to sort of double down on this Colonial Labyrinth. remove that black token and add the white tokens in. So that's it. Doubling down there. And now we're on to Sheridan. Sheridan is not adventuring. Benedict Arnold is adventuring. And as I say, he's just going to give up his camel card. It has to be an unrevealed card, and he's giving it up for the low gate. And so that is gone. I'll just chuck it over there. So that means that this is busted. There's now an opening into that, the base there, which is also another token for the black team to try and fix, just being annoying. And he goes to a green dome. So he is colonial. So green dome there and there. So where do I want him? Yeah, well, okay, let's triple down on that colonial dome then. And then we're going to Robin Hood, who is not adventuring. Leah Vestry, number 1, is adventuring back down here in the modern dome. And this time this is her card. It's called The Play. You're undercover and the Kingpin's lieutenant is suspicious of you. Play him. So it is a 5 wits challenge, and she has 5 wits. She matches none of the symbols for the icon. She does match the age. So she's already attacked. She's an attacker better by 1. So with an attacker better by 1, she failed. Okay, so she failed that one. And so it says, your story holds up like a soiled tissue, and he has the boys take you for a ride. So that one's going to stay there. And she is dismissed. Not banished, just dismissed. And she goes to a black dome. So she is going to go, the black domes are all up there. She definitely doesn't, oh, sorry, I pointed without showing. Those are the black domes all up there. Those are the only black domes on the board. I don't think she wants to go where those other two are just going to pounce on her. So let's, do I want her all the way up there? See, now Elgato could try and get her. She's already wounded too, so that could be one test subject gone. Well, 6 of one, half a dozen of another, right? You got 2 guys there who could fight her, or Elgato over here. So let's just put her there. Yeah, not a good card for her. Not a good draw for her dome. And then Leah Vestry, number 2, is in the Futuristic Labyrinth here. Now, we knew that this is the one from before. This is when Robin Hood failed. And she's not going to be great at it, but yeah. I think it was just still her best option. And with no hope of holding the star system against the enemy fleet, you must buy time. So it's a 7 honor challenge. She has 5 honor. She does not match the symbols, and she does not match the age. So it's a defender better by 2. Defender better by 2 is... Oh, she almost amazed it, but she did pass it. If she'd amazed it, that would have been bad, because then Benedict Arnold's just on the verge of turning. And she's there, so she's getting another token in that labyrinth. So there's another token down there now. So that's Leah Vestry number 2. And she then goes to a yellow dome. And she goes... Yeah, definitely not going there behind Elgato. So our other 2 we have 2 there, and we have 1 there. So we have a lot of Team Black over here, and we have a lot of Team White already up there. I think I'm just going to just go back to where she started. And she's safe in the dome for now. I think that's the best spot for her. And then that's it for the Vestries. So we go on to Reader for Mark 7, who is not adventuring. So there's no reinforcement, so that's it for the turn. That is it for Team White. Let me take a moment to reconsider Team Black, and I'll come right back. No rhyme intended. All right, then. I have mentally mapped out Team Black's turn here, and I think they've got some good responses to what's just happened to them by courtesy of Team White. So we're going to start off with looking at the card here, pull it up on the screen, and we're going to go with the free action phase. In the free action phase, there is nothing that's happening because nothing can happen. Nobody has anything to do. Well, I guess the only thing that could happen is Karina Karlsdottir could use her experience point token that she has, but she doesn't wanna. Not this turn. So she is good. So then we go on to firing. And in the fire phase, as I said before, interestingly enough, Bill Hickok can shoot at Dr. Panopoulos. Dr. Panopoulos is getting cover from the trees, but it is allowed to shoot through. All it means is that every thing of trees that he's shooting through would be giving +2 stealth to Dr. Panopoulos. As it's only going through one, Dr. Panopoulos is only going to get +2 to his stealth. So we're looking then at the cards here. We see that Bill Hickok has a point of 9 with using the compression rifle, and Dr. Panopoulos has a stealth of 5. So is +2. So +2 to Panopoulos' stealth. Yes, makes 7. Because of the tree cover, so it means that Bill Hickok is better by 2. And he's no longer getting the +1 to hit because Ace Cannon was able to succeed in that Colonial Challenge, and means that now doesn't get the +1 to hit. So it's an attacker better by 2. And Bill Hickok is missed. So Dr. Panopoulos got off lucky with that one. So there is no other firing, I believe. So just, I think everybody else is pretty much in domes right now. Arabato does not have anything she can use, and everybody else is in domes except Sven the Netmender. So, and he is, even if he had anything he could use, which he doesn't, has no cards, so there's no targets. So we're going to go on from firing phase onto the movement phase. And in the movement phase, it is Commodore Blaylock first, again, just because I'm going in order of respect. And speaking of respect, we respect the fighting prowess of Benedict Arnold too much to just go running in blindly on this. So Benedict Arnold will be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just hang out here. So if anybody wants to come up, then maybe they're going to think twice. Now, and we'll see what comes of that. And then Milena Arabato, she's going to come down to here. And then Bill Hickok is fine where he is. Well, actually, he couldn't move even if he wanted to because he fired his gun. And when you fire, you cannot move in the move phase. Op fire. Oh, sorry, I'm not done moving yet. Agent 911. So Agent 911 is going to be supporting Commodore Blaylock up there. So he has moved into the same hex as Commodore Blaylock to just deter the Team White from hanging around there. Maybe reconsider. I think those two could probably take on Robin Hood and Ace Cannon. Benedict Arnold's a bit of a stretch, but it's just, gives them some thinking to do. Like where they're going to be, what are they going to do. It's just making them make some choices. And then we go into Karina Karlsdottir. Karina Karlsdottir is going to go, she has a movement of 7. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to there. She's going to come right here. And you'll see why in a moment. Well, in a moment. Actually, it'll be next turn. To be transparent, she has a special ability. Pull up her card here. And it says, can trade cards with allies within 2 aura rather than only with allies in her space. So next turn, she's going to be able to trade cards with both of those characters. Yeah, it's a shame she couldn't reach Milena Arabato as well. Like there, she can reach those two, but not Bill Hickok. And she has something for Bill Hickok. What does she have? I forget. So she has the Hammer's badge, which was shown from before. Oh, yikes! Giving him a sniper rifle. So that's what he's getting from her. And then the Alfs, for movement, I'm going to move one of the Alfs over to here with Milena Arabato, and the other one's going to stay there. And then for Diaz El Gato, he has a movement of 7, and he's up here. And I'm going to go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So he's going to come over to here. So He's thinking about maybe hunting down Leah Vestry #1 because she's already wounded. She's already been shot by Bill Hickok, and so maybe he can just finish her off because that's what he does, right? He's not even futuristic. So doing those challenges is not his thing. He's there. He's here for the combat. He's a fighter. And then finally we have Sven the Netmender. And Sven the Netmender has an important job to do. Now Sven the Netmender, pull up his card. So you see, he's got a lot of these unknown skills. Like he has never tested himself with ranged weapons or thrown weapons, or so he doesn't know if he's good at those things. He doesn't know how good he is in combat. So he doesn't know how good he is at reacting or stealthing. So all those things are unknowns. So we need to be careful what we're doing right away. But what we do know is he's stupidly strong. So he's going to come up into here into the Obsidian Fangs. Remember last turn he came through the secret passage that Agent 911 put down here, and now he's broken into the back of Lith's lair, and is going to try to test himself with the Obsidian Fangs. We'll talk about that when that happens. So that is it for the movement of the black team. We go on to the op fire, and there is nobody on the black team that they're pretty gun shy. They're pretty don't have a lot of cards. None of them have anything that they can do, and a lot of them are still in domes. So we go into melee, and there is none. So melee, once again, there hasn't been a lot of melee this game, but I think that's going to be changing relatively soon. And then adventuring. So adventuring, we're going to start with Commodore Blaylock. He's not adventuring. Malena Arbato. Now she could adventure if she wants to, but she's not going to. I am going to not adventure with her because what I might thinking about doing with her next turn, give her the secret card to one of the Alfs, and then that Alf can then break in during this turn with one of those cards, and so I'll have like Alfs just flooding the white base, repaying the favor, as it were. And so I would rather that she do that. Bill Hickok is not adventuring. Agent 911 is not adventuring. Christina Carlsrod is not adventuring. So Dr. Maria Alf. So we're on to the Alfs. So first Alf here can't do anything because there's a 100% chance of succeeding here. All you have to do is pay a card, but she's not going to pay the card that she has. She's not giving up the Wasp. The Wasp is too useful for exactly what they plan to do inside the base. Oh, actually, speaking of which, I forgot to move this Alf here. And they have great wits, so she's gonna come down here to this and sort of repay the favor of what Panopolis was doing to them, and she's going to try and break into their vault. Oh, ding, ding, ding. Now I remember what I was thinking about before, is I am going to put this one back here. No. Okay, I'm going to wait on Millionaire Arbato. I don't have to do it in respect order, but the point being, yes, if I get more cards, then she will have more cards, which means this Alf has more cards, right? And then if she fails here, she can go do it on herself next turn. I'm confident this is going to work out better this way. All right, so a little bit of rewind there, but it's all good. And so we're going to then do there's a chance here that both Alfs could make it in now anyways, right? Through the stealth. So we're going to do the first Alf on the stealth. Now she pull up the Alf card here. She has a 4 stealth, and this is a 7 stealth challenge. So she can use the Wasp if she needs it. Because I really want to break into those cards. Yeah, I think the cards are most important. I'm not gonna chance this one to anything. So let's go back it up again. And this Alf here, we're going against a 5 wits challenge. Alfs have a 7 wits. So it's an attacker better by 2. Attacker better by 2 is a fail. And this is why I kept my Wasp available. So I'm going to jack that up to a 4. And so the Wasp has been used for the turn. So any of the Alfs can use the card that they have, but only that each card can only be used by any Alf once in any given turn. So she has succeeded. And just referring again to the thing here, when you are raiding the enemy vault, you succeed, you take 2 and are dismissed. So I'm just going to shuffle this up. I'm not even going to look at them. Let me just Yeah, it is 2 random cards. It actually says on the top one, take 4 random cards, and underneath it says take 2, so it is 2 random cards that I'm taking. So I am just going to do that, and the top 2 now. Boom. Okay, so she takes Fong's Prison and a Staying Hand. 3 enemy characters, not henchmen, in your prison any time, and you get another Lith achievement. Okay, so she could put those there with her. Now, with 2 cards, see, as I said, the other Alfs, if they don't make it into the stealth gate this turn, can just run over and go to the stealth gate next turn. So now, before I do anything else, she did succeed in doing that, so she is now dismissed. And she goes to a green dome. So green dome will go... Ooh, I'll go here. It's the first time black is getting any chance there. White's been hogging that the whole game. Now we will... you know what? I will just... Before I forget, I'm going to do Melina Arabato. I'm going to pay her card, which was like she could ambush. You know, if she was attacked, then she could pull up to 4 other characters. But I don't think the black team's not really like that. She's going in here, so she's broken into the base now, and she is inside. So now we have 2 more Alfs to go on the outside. And remember, I'm really looking for amazes with the Alfs, because if I get amaze results, then the Alfs then duplicate. I put more Alfs on the board, which would be pretty sweet. Okay, so now we go back to the Alfs. They don't get the benefit of the Wasp, so it's just 2 more Alfs. Defender better by 3. Defender better by 3. Ah, there you go. See? Success. So 1 Alf has made it in. And then the other Alf goes, defender better by 3, and womp womp, a fop. And when you're trying to break into the base, if you get anything other than you need a squeak or success, you're in. Anything else, you're just still stuck outside. Okay, so then we only have 1 more for adventuring, and that is Sven the Netmender. Sven the Netmender's up here in the Obsidian Fang. The Obsidian Fang, if he's successful, he could banish an enemy or dismiss an ally. And I'm not, I could always do this as a sneaky getaway for Bill Hickok, but I'm thinking that if Bill Hickok just doesn't have to face Reaver Mark 7, then he doesn't care. You know, he can take on Sheridan, especially with all the people that are around there. So yeah, I think he's just going to do that. So we're going to try the challenge and get, if possible, get rid of Reaver Mark 7. So Sven the Netmender is a strength 8, and this is a strength 5 challenge. So it's an attacker better by 3, attacker better by 3. Oh, he failed. Oh no. Oopsie. Sven, you stupid kid. He is dismissed. Dismissed to a yellow dome. And he then goes either to here, or all the way up there. Oh, Sven. Oh, Sven, you let us down. Oh, boy. That... Not gonna lie, that hurts. I don't know what Bill Hickok's gonna do now. Oh, well. So, Sven, you're gonna have to come over here and help us fix this problem that you just made. Okay, so that's it for adventuring. And that means that's it for the turn. So, black team has had some moderate success. They're sort of posturing right now. They're posing for some things, but what's exciting down here, getting into the base, taking some cards away from Team White, which means they're going to start flooding the base even more next turn. And we got Melina Arabato in there as well, so it looks like they're going to get some payback and start busting up Team Black's base as well. And see where we can go. So if at any time you see I made any mistakes, please let me know in the comment section below. I am striving to do my best and make as few mistakes as possible, but it can happen from time to time. And if you are enjoying what you're watching, please remember to hit like and subscribe, because it really does help the channel. But until next time, I'm your host, Craig Thompson Wood, saying thanks for coming to the classroom.